Yeah, so all the narrow gauge system is going. Taking it all out of that tunnel there, because originally the layout came to here, so it didn't look too daft, that tunnel, because it was right on the edge of the layout. But since I added this crane system in, it just doesn't look right. Plus I've had problems, reliability problems with the track on the narrow gauge, because it was my first attempt at doing ballasting and stuff in a long time, and had corrosion, joints weren't perfect, a lot of things weren't right, so I'm ripping it all out and I'm going to block up that tunnel, and I'm going to have this line here coming in following the old narrow gauge, which has all been ripped up. Shame really, but it's the end of an era. So what I'm up to now is just putting some filler in here, in this area, to slope it down slightly from the raised loading deck concrete effect, and I'm going to have a sort of smooth transition from where the point's going to come in here. It's going to be a spur running off here and joining in to this area. So there's going to be a link at the top end where the crane is, and a link on the far side. Basically at the moment I'm just blocking up the tunnel, extending it, and basically I'm just using filler, which is bonding filler, or dot and dab as it's known in the construction industry, used for plasterboards, making the joints smooth and perfect on just plasterboards. And you can get a 20 kilogram bag, which I got for about, I think it was about £5 or £6, which is an absolute fraction of the cost of normal decorating filler. So if you want, I've got a big bag just for general use, working on my house and all the other bits I've got going on. But it's ideal for putting over the top of the broken down Kingspan blocks, which it looks crap now, but when it's done it'll look like the rest of it, okay-ish. That's where we're up to. Yeah, so first part of the track work, the main track work, is now all the rest of the track work is up. Installing left-handable slip where that point is there. But to do that, you've got to strip out all the rest of the track work so it can be easily pulled out. Good thing about Fleischmann track, it's held in with screws and it's very easily moved around, because you just ballast around it and not on top of the track work, so it lasts forever basically. It's easily put back in place. So that's the first piece. Track work to slot in. Yeah, so I managed to get the point out. So it looks like that's going to clip the clip off, the clip-on motor, and these motors can be operated underneath the baseboard or on surface mount. But they're much easier to work surface mount. They just clip on the side. And that's it. That just goes to the decoder or 2-point switch. Very simple system, highly effective. And I'm going to put some tension loaded fish plates in as well, which is a standard Fleischmann fish plate. Not like that, I don't know if you can see it, but they're sort of tension loaded. There's always pressure on the rail with these clips, and they're quite hard to get on and off. But fantastic system they are. So at the moment I'm installing flexible track Fleischmann, which is fantastic. It's got the flexible adjustments underneath. You can use it over and over again. I'm using the they recommend using a standard fish plate, which is there. Just see if I can focus in on it. There you go, standard model row 8 fish plate. Now the tension loaded one here is a lot deeper, therefore you need to make the cutouts on the plastic on the face of the track that you're using them, and they put pressure on the rails at all times, so you have a really good connection. So I use these throughout my system on the Fleischmann track, therefore you don't need the bus wire system that you use on most railways, model railways. On this system I've only got about 3 power feeds on the whole system, and that's because you use the tension loaded fish plates. So I'm just fitting flexible track round, continuing it off the original dead end siding, and I'm bringing it around now, and I'm using, to cut the rails, I'm using a tool called XURON. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it. It's an American tool designed for cutting nickel silver, and looks like that. Absolutely fantastic tool. Do not cut any other metals with it though, because you could damage it. It's a highly specialised tool that costs about 15 quid, worth every single penny. So that's where I'm up to. Just bringing it around, drawing it up to the system there, in the inner loop, and that'll feed the yard. And we're going to have another point there branching off, that'll feed another siding up there, and then from that point it's going to come across and join into that double slip onto the main system, so it can access the main yard, which was never accessed before off the main system. So I can access it that way, or over here I've put another point, which is an entrance exit area onto the main lines, or inner main line, and I've got another branch coming off here, and I'm going to have another piece of flexible track coming around and joining another piece of flexible track across where the gantry crane will be. So quite a lot of work going on. Yeah, this piece of track just moves. It slides in and out. You can see it, focusing on it a little bit. But that will move in and out. So you can adjust it slightly, your track plan. That is just an amazing piece of track, and I've got them dotted around the layout. And it just saves using, if you've not got the right section of track, or it just won't fit, one of these adjuster tracks are fantastic. So that'll make a connection to the rest of the loop and the yard and the siding and the link to the main yards. Pretty much perfect. Yeah, so this is roughly how it's going to look. It took me ages just to get to this stage because I've been really busy at work. It took me about 3 weeks just to get to this stage. So just doing a bit here and there. So what it is now, this yard, which wasn't connected to the main system originally, is now, or will be shortly, fully connected via entrance 1, which is a double slip, which can access all the other double slips and all the other main lines. That then comes in to a right hander side in there, comes into another right-hander, and it goes into a left-hander, so we've got 3 points there which the crane can access. And then we have a right-handed curve point, quite a sharp bend, which comes into the yard and goes underneath the cranes, underneath that crane, and that'll be a continuous line going around with a flexi track around there, and it'll join onto that one there, and that's the other entrance exit area into the main goods yard. As you can see, we've got a loco going round really slowly, just testing the track work out on a slow speed step. And I've got another side in there, which could be for standby for any loco. Diesel yard there. It comes around, goes into a three-way point, 2 sidings, and it carries on. Flexi track goes all the way around and joins onto that piece of track I was talking about, and back on, straight in a loop. So that's quite a lot of storage area. It's a lot of messing around, but it's worth it. I think it's going to look pretty good when it's done. We install all the rest of the scenery and floodlights, etc. Got to paint up that the rest of the work on the mountain, just to blend all that in. Having a container depot there, that's an uncoupling switch which I'm going to position there, electric uncoupler. And other changes, large cranes move back to that position. Got a shot of the loading building, which is there. I think I might get a shot of that, might get rid of that on eBay, not sure yet. Gravel yard is going to be stopping around there, and now we're going to have fields and grassland all the way up there rather than a truck depot, just to have more greenery. All that's going to be, that grey area is going to be grass, I think, fields. I think that's what I'm going to do, not 100% sure yet, although I might have this area as a truck holding area, not a goods depot but just a HGV holding area, storage. So that's what I'm up to at the moment. I'll give another update when it's all complete. Thanks for watching.